This 2025 General Motors Company Yukon is having an identity crisis, just like a lot of people are these days. Why do I say this? Because the 2025 General Motors Company Yukon aims to resemble a luxury Range Rover or BMW X7. Making the identity crisis worse, the Yukon is in an awkward market position because it's on the minds of those who can't decide between a Chevrolet Tahoe or spending a little more for a Cadillac Escalade. Well, quite a bit more. Besides that, the Yukon General Motors Company 2025 wants to be recognized as a full-size SUV with good capability off-road. It also has strong arguments. So all these features get mixed up here in the mind, the little brain of the General Motors Company Yukon, causing that identity crisis. And what do I think? Well, after driving it for 7 days. Later on, I'll tell you who this General Motors Company Yukon is for, because it might be the perfect SUV for you. The 2025 General Motors Company Yukon has been updated to appeal to those considering a BMW X7 luxury Range Rover or Cadillac. Let's start with the update to the front grille of the General Motors Company Yukon, or any General Motors company. It's a grille that has a certain charm, because I don't know what it is, but it looks more attractive than the one on a Ford F-150 Silverado, or even the Ram itself. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you agree with me, but I don't know if it's the General Motors Company, if it's the aggressiveness. There's just something about it. There's a certain charm to this front grille with the front camera, the combination of black with this green color, which is also beautiful. We have the AT4 because this is the AT4 Ultimate, the one with the air suspension, and we'll talk about that later. Yes, very expressive and full of personality. Functionality. Below, you'll see additional features: front bumper radars, rescue points, and recovery hooks. The red here has great contrast with the metallic tone above and below. Obviously, part of that off-road identity is that you need protection, and it has its protective plate there, metallic, which will let you go off-road with confidence. Continuing here, the front end's charm is clear, especially with the updated 2025 headlight assembly. Do you have this inverted bracket? The daytime running light uses LED technology and 3 LED microlens projectors. There's also a fog light below. I think the look is great, plus it has an animation that moves when you get close. And the exclusive rubber covering the 20-inch rim, which is unique to this model. It's a Goodyear Wrangler Territory tire, very suitable for off-road use. Here, the mirror looks great with its two-tone black bottom and green body. Perimeter camera, built-in light, AT4 emblems, and a sharp-looking logo. Here's the General Motors Company. Everything complements the truck's graphics well. And when you open the door, of course, you have a retractable step that comes out to help you get into the car. However, in terms of identity, this General Motors Company Yukon is closer to a pickup truck than to a BMW X7 or luxury Range Rover. Why? Here we have a ladder-type chassis that is responsible for connecting those wheels and tires through an independent front suspension and a solid rear axle. But in this AT4 Ultimate version, we have air suspension. Let's look under the hood. There's something important to mention. If you're enjoying the video, please like it. It's free. Subscribe. Many watch, but don't subscribe. I offer great content. Accessories for your car, trips, adventures, exclusive events and launches, and fun facts. A lot of things that nobody tells you. I share them here on my channel, Freedy Car Power 360. Now let's take a look. And regarding the engine, what's under the hood here? It offers a gasoline V8, which is important, and also has a diesel version. The Elevation, which is the standard, and the AT4 come standard with a 5.3-liter V8 that produces 355 horsepower. But the Denali and Denali Ultimate versions come with a 6.2-liter V8 that gives you 420 horsepower as standard, which is also available for the AT4. That engine level? All versions work with the 6-cylinder inline diesel engine. It's a 3.0-liter engine with 305 horsepower and 495 pound-feet of torque. There was an update, as it used to have just 277 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque in the diesel. And these engines come paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. You get rear-wheel drive as standard or four-wheel drive as an option. And what kind of identity does it have when you're driving it? Well, when the sun started to set here in Floridiano, which is really beautiful, driving it, taking it in normal mode. The ride quality, here are the controls for the driving mode. We have it in normal mode. the ride quality. I'm going to close here because a lot of wind noise gets in. I had the roof open. The ride is comfortable in normal driving, though not as smooth or refined as a Range Rover or BMW X7. That's definitely true, and is that so? I mean, it's not that refined. Are you talking about pulling a Mastodon? That yes, you have the V8 and all that, but you can feel the weight of the vehicle, and the level of refinement isn't the same. And that's coming from someone who's driven those other vehicles? Let's put it in sport mode. What happens when we switch to sport mode is that the feedback gets a bit firmer, and the steering communication also improves. Because in the normal mode I was using, it felt very dull. There really wasn't much feedback, there wasn't much communication. We speed up and get the CB8 running. Acceleration kick, let's say, is acceptable, the right one. But again, you're pulling a real Mastodon. And when you're about to take a turn, it feels that size, those dimensions. In this vehicle. In the Yukon, the Denali should be a bit more refined in ride quality because this is the AT4. It has those tires, the Goodyear Wranglers for off-roading. I don't even want to imagine what it would be like with the 24-inch rims that are optional for this Yukon. In that case, the experience itself, the ride quality, is really going to change a lot. From the rear, I want to highlight the standout General Motors Company badges, which look great, and note the updated taillights. It features advanced LED technology and a quad exhaust system. This is where the trailer connections are. And inside, your dual camera lens, back there you have considerable space, even with the seat backs up. But when you fold them down automatically with the buttons, you'll increase that space even more. These are natural things you expect in this type of full-size SUV. And inside, what I'm going to highlight are new things. This huge screen, 16.8 inches, almost 17 inches, the information and entertainment screen, the information and entertainment central screen. This screen has all the technology, Google integrations, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It has apps for trailering, for towing. All the camera angles look really good. Honestly, it's an amazing digital screen where you can connect your phone and play around with everything it has. Climate controls also in digital format. We have these buttons here that support, let's say, the climate control, actual physical buttons, and also physical keys for the ventilation level. Here you have wireless charging for your phone, plus USB connectivity. Over here we have cup holders. I like that they kept this. It's one of my favorite features. Because look, there's a space here, a secret compartment, where you can put whatever you want. Plus you have a bigger compartment here. And this is what they call the motorized console. And I'm in love with it. Look, it moves by itself. I press this little button here, and it moves by itself to free up a bit more space, storage. That's a feature I really like. You also have the speakers here to provide surround sound and enhance the experience for the passenger riding with you, as well as the experience for the driver here. Surround sound, Bose brand. And well, some updates here. On the dashboard, I like this. You have Super Cruise, plus another new feature. The night vision camera. And does it consume a lot of fuel? It is a V8 after all. Expect fuel consumption of 17 mpg or 7 km. And the huge panoramic sliding roof also really complements the interior experience of this Yukon General Motors Company AT4 Ultimate. In the second row, enjoy great entertainment. Remove your headphones for dual screens, adjustable for height and distance. And you can use the internet access that comes inside the General Motors Company U. With Wi-Fi access, you can easily connect and watch YouTube or Netflix shows. Entertainment. There are also HDMI connections for game consoles, so the kids can stay well entertained. The experience here is complete, and the third row has enough space for comfortable seating. It's not a punishment, it's not a penalty for whoever sits here in the third row. It doesn't have to be a small child, it could be an adult. In a full-size SUV, the third row isn't an issue, as we've seen with others. How about here? This is new in 2025. This digital screen offers climate controls, USB-C ports, and 2D HDMI connections. What you do have is the good visibility of the dashboard. The cluster instrumentation is fully digital. You also have the mirror, monitor, mirror camera, or monitor for the rear camera. Also, obviously you can use it as a mirror, and it has this night vision feature. that has been added since it's getting dark. There you can see the night vision. I'm not sure how useful it will be, but who knows. If you're going off-road at night, then it's going to be pretty useful for you. And in general, it gives you good visibility. And how much are we talking about? Freddie Bueno, thanks for asking. That's a key factor for James and me, and also with you. It costs. It starts at $68,800 and can reach $103,000. The Ultimate AT4. Ultimate, equipped like this one, the AT4 starts at $75,000. The AT4 Ultimate like this one goes up to $97,000. So you're already getting close. Practically with taxes and additional charges, you're in the six figures. Conclusion then, is there an identity crisis at General Motors Company Yukon? Are you between a Chevrolet Tahoe or a Cadillac Escalade? If you don't want to pay full price, get a Cadillac Escalade. Anyone would pick the Yukon for a full-size luxury SUV, as it's clearly the right choice and might be perfect for you. But, of course, we're seeing that if you go for an Ultimate like this one, you get a lot of luxury, a lot of off-road capability, but you're getting close to almost $100,000. The starting list price of an Escalade is $88,000. Of course, do you want it with a little more? It nears $100,000. But a fully loaded Escalade can reach $130,000, $140,000, or even $150,000. So in that sense, the Yukon could be perfect for someone who wants that luxury, that level of sophistication, but can't afford all that money. Having the Cadillac Escalade and the base price here, again, another important difference. The base price of a Yukon at $69,000 is close to that of one of the best equipped Tahoes, the Chevrolet Tahoe. But obviously General Motors Company is a brand that is a more premium brand. And if you want something more premium, well, you don't go for the Chevrolet. You go for the Yukon. Does it look like a luxury Range Rover? Honestly, or a BMW X7. Does it look like it's stretching? But definitely with the chassis, with its off-road capability, with the perception we have, it's a behemoth for the curves. In itself. I think it's quite similar, but I think in its attempt, it's stretching itself too much. You tell me, it's a matter of taste. Which would you buy? A luxury Range Rover, BMW X7 Yukon, Tahoe, or Cadillac Escalade? I'll read your comments down there. And now I'd like to take this opportunity to send a big greeting, a big hug to all my brothers in Latin America. All the followers, all my friends who are always commenting on the videos, as well as those who don't comment but still appreciate the servant's work. A big hug sincerely, because it's one thing to just say it, blah, 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 but I really appreciate the support you give me. I send you a sincere hug. If you haven't, subscribe to the Freedy Car Power 360 community. You already know that I bring exclusive content, accessories, fun facts, reviews, test drives, trips, well, really great content. So, welcome to the community. I'll leave a video here for you to watch. It's a video I personally selected. I send you all a big greeting again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.